The resilient modular housing solution for Nunavut 2026. Building on ice. 7 days to a 1,100 square foot 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home in Nunavut. In Canada's north, building a home is an extraordinary challenge. Traditional construction can take 12 to 18 months. Materials cost 3 to 4 times more, and every delay means families wait longer for safe, warm housing. What if we could build differently? The challenge. Northern Canada faces an acute housing crisis. Permafrost conditions, extreme weather, and short construction seasons make traditional building nearly impossible. Permafrost, permanently frozen ground, creates unique engineering challenges. Buildings must sit on specialized foundations that prevent heat transfer, or they'll melt the ground beneath them and collapse. InnoBuilt solution. Manufacturing-led modular construction. Manufacturing. InnoBuilt has developed a revolutionary system. AI-designed, CNC-manufactured panelized homes that can be built in 7 days, even in the harshest conditions. How do we achieve this? We establish a microfactory equipped with modern CNC machinery and production lines in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. Every InnoBuilt home begins here, in our precision manufacturing facility, where advanced CNC technology turns raw materials into building components. Our 4-foot by 10-foot panels are precision-engineered sandwich composites. Each panel integrates structure, insulation, fire resistance, and moisture protection in a single component. The outer skins are cement-bonded particle board, non-combustible, moisture-proof, and incredibly durable. The core is expanded polystyrene insulation providing R30 thermal resistance, essential for Arctic conditions component. Using hydraulic presses and custom jigs, workers can quickly and easily assemble ABS panels. We utilize an AI vision system to scan each panel individually for quality control, ensuring 100% perfection at the construction site. The panels are then packaged on pallets, ready for shipping. With just 2 CNC machines, our factory can manufacture 76 panels in less than 2 days. To build a 1,100 square foot home with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, we require exactly 76 panels. This means our factory can produce a complete house in an average of only 2 days. Each panel is quality checked, numbered, and packaged for flat pack shipping. 1 shipping container equals 1 complete home. The entire house fits in a single 40-foot shipping container, dramatically reducing transportation costs compared to traditional materials or volumetric modular construction. Now, let's go to the construction site and explore how an InnoBuilt modular home is built. Site preparation, Permafrost Foundation. Day 1. Foundation installation, Nunavut, Canada. Project, 1,100 square feet. 3-bedroom home. We're in Nunavut, where permafrost extends 300 meters below the surface. Traditional concrete foundations would transfer heat into the ground, causing catastrophic settling. InnoBuilt solution, an elevated foundation system that keeps the building thermally isolated from the permafrost. First, we verify permafrost depth. Foundation system. Equal helical piles plus thermal break. Using an excavator to clear off the snow and ice, then lay out the foundation and mark spots by a laser. We then install helical steel piles, 5.5 inches diameter and 12 meter deep, into the permafrost. These piles support the structure while maintaining thermal separation. Install the 20 cm by 20 cm square tube, filled with SEM board and EPS strips, welding frame on top of the helical pile caps. Steel grade beams connect the piles, creating a level platform. Thermal break material prevents heat transfer, protecting the permafrost below. Level the steel frame by a laser. Installing foundation molds, InnoBuilt's proprietary system. Mount half-inch thick SEM board plates on top of the steel frame. Lay steel rebars on top of the SEM board plates. Join the SEM board mold segments one by one, covering the rebars. Molds click together like Lego and are secured with steel dowel pins and screws. The SEM board mold segments and the SEM board plates mounted on the frame are fastened by screwing from beneath, creating a solid foundation mold on the steel frame. InnoBuilt foundation molds. Insulated, modular, pre-engineered. Our proprietary foundation molds are themselves insulated panels, extending our thermal envelope all the way to the ground. They install in hours, not days, and create a perfectly level platform for wall assembly. Day 2 complete. Foundation ready. Time: 16 hours. Panel delivery and staging. Day 3. Our flatbed truck arrives. On the bed, 76 panels and other components are organized by assembly sequence, each labeled and ready for installation. Each panel weighs about 120 pounds, light enough for 2 workers to handle, but engineered to carry over 5,000 pounds of load. Every panel has a QR code linking to digital assembly instructions. Our AI-generated plans show exactly where each piece goes. No confusion, no errors. Crew: 4 semi-skilled workers. No specialized trades required. This home will be assembled by a 4-person crew of semi-skilled workers. No carpenters, no framers, no specialized trades, just clear instructions and precision manufacturing. Wall, roof, and floor assembly. Days 3, 4, and 5, wall, roof, and floor panel installation. This is where InnoBuilt's system really shows its speed, with 90% of the home complete. Day 3 starts with inserting the lower beams one by one into the slots on the foundation mold, then securing them to the foundation using engineered brackets and screws. Next, Drop the wall panels, measuring 4 feet by 10 feet, one by one into the lower beams to create the wall system. Some panels have pre-installed windows and doors from the factory, so verify the QR label with the digital layout on the tablet to ensure they are placed in the correct location. The wall system is fastened to the lower beam system using engineered brackets and 3/8-inch bolts. The entire process will take 3 to 4 hours. In the afternoon, continue to drop the plumbing modules and partition panels into the lower beams and the cross-foundation mold to create bedrooms, bathrooms, and the kitchen. Fasten them to the lower beams using engineered brackets and bolts. Start the 5th day with dropping the upper beams, with pre-welded angle brackets, into the slots at the top side of the front and back wall systems. Some of these upper beams also fit into the upper slots of the partitions, parallel to the front and back walls. Fasten all the upper beams to the wall system and the partitions using engineered roof brackets and bolts. Next, install the roof panels by joining and fastening them together using screws through the SEM-board and steel tubes filled with SEM-board and EPS strips between the edges of each pair of panels. Then, the entire roof panels will be fastened to the roof beams and the wall system using engineered roof brackets and screws through the pre-welded angle brackets on the roof beams and the bottoms of the roof panels. Next, roll one layer of waterproof cement paint on the roof and fill the foundation mold cavities with concrete up to half the height of the lower beams. This process binds the wall system, partitions, foundation mold, and steel rebar into a solid block that cannot be broken. Our 4 workers worked overtime for 4 hours today on the 5th day, and the home is now 90% complete. With the weekend off, there will be enough time for the concrete to cure before the workers return on Monday. Floor, MEP and finishing. Day 6 to 7, mechanical, electrical, plumbing and finishes. Begin by insulating the floor by placing 2 layers of 4.73-inch thick EPS strips in the spaces between each pair of lower beams. Next, install the 18 cm thick SEM-board subfloor on top of the lower beams, finishing with hardwood strips. Since all EPS strips, the subfloor, and hardwood finish are pre-cut at the factory, the entire process takes only 2 hours with 2 workers. Mechanical, electrical and plumbing work. Our panels are designed with service chases, pre-planned routes for wiring and plumbing. Trades work quickly because the pathways are already engineered. With the structure complete in 5 days, finishing work happens on a predictable schedule. Multiple trades work simultaneously without interfering with each other. While 2 workers install the flooring system and complete all mechanical, plumbing, and electrical work inside, the other 2 workers will install an additional half-inch thick roof layer and roll a waterproof cement paint layer on top to finish the roofing work. They will also continue with the fascia, exterior flooring, railing, waterproof cement painting, and all other exterior tasks. Thanks to InnoBuilt, all the materials are pre-cut at the factory, allowing for a fast workflow with no waste material or time wasted on redoing tasks. This makes InnoBuilt home construction simple and easy, like assembling a giant Lego set, but even easier because all the components are standardized, with most of them being the same size and not many different parts. Final inspection and passive home standard testing. As the final inspection begins, the building inspector meticulously reviews the structure, ensuring every detail meets the code standards. Everything seems solid. Great workmanship here. Next, a thermal camera scan reveals a consistent temperature throughout the home, confirming effective insulation. No cold spots. This home is well insulated. Finally, the blower door test showcases the home's exceptional airtightness. The finished home achieves passive house airtightness standards, 0.6 air changes per hour at 50 pascals pressure. This exceptional performance means minimal heat loss and dramatically lower energy costs. Outstanding! This home meets the highest standards for energy efficiency. With the final inspection successfully completed, the InnoBuilt home stands ready for its new occupants. completion and walkthrough. Seven days after we started foundation work, this 1,100 square foot, 3-bedroom home is complete and ready for occupancy. Inside, you'll find a modern, comfortable home with 3 bedrooms, full kitchen, bathroom, and open living space, everything a family needs. The interior finish quality is identical to traditional construction, because the panels accept standard finishes like drywall, paint, and flooring. Even in minus 20-degree weather, the home maintains a comfortable 21 degrees Celsius inside, with 80% lower heating costs than traditional construction. Most importantly, this family has a warm, safe, permanent home, delivered in weeks, not years. Comparative impact. Let's compare. Traditional construction in the north takes 12 to 18 months and costs $400,000 to $800,000. Cost savings, 60%. Time savings, 95%. InnoBuilt delivers the better quality home in 7 days at 60% lower cost. That's not incremental improvement, that's transformation. Across Canada's north, 3,000 families are waiting for housing. With InnoBuilt's system, we could build all those homes in 3 to 5 years, not 30. Technology advantages. What makes InnoBuilt different? It starts with our integrated panel system. Our cement-bonded panels are non-combustible with a 2-hour fire rating, critical for remote areas with limited firefighting resources. They're impervious to moisture, no mold, no rot, no degradation. In spring thaw or heavy rain, the structure stays dry and stable. And they're engineered for seismic resistance. Our stressed skin panel design has been tested to Zone 4 seismic standards, the highest level. With a projected 50-plus year service life and minimal maintenance requirements, InnoBuilt homes are built to last generations. Manufacturing scalability. The key to InnoBuilt's impact is manufacturing scalability. We don't build homes one at a time, we manufacture components continuously. A single production line can manufacture 10 to 15 complete homes per month. Scale to multiple lines, and we can produce hundreds of homes simultaneously. Our vision: partnering with local housing leaders to establish regional microfactories across Canada, bringing manufacturing jobs to communities while delivering housing where it's needed most. Imagine a microfactory in Nunavut itself, training local workers, creating jobs, and supplying homes to communities across the territory, needed most. Environmental impact. Traditional construction generates 4 to 8 tons of waste per home. InnoBuilt generates less than 500 kilograms. Carbon footprint comparison. Our precision manufacturing reduces embodied carbon by 50%, and with R30 to R40 insulation, homes achieve net zero energy performance with standard solar panels and heat pumps. Permafrost diagram. Our thermally isolated foundation protects the permafrost, ensuring long-term stability while preserving the Arctic environment. In a region facing climate change impacts, building homes that minimize environmental harm isn't just good practice, it's essential. Call to action in closing. InnoBuilt isn't just building homes, we're solving one of Canada's most urgent challenges. "7 days to build, 60% cost savings, 50-year lifespan, net zero energy, climate resilient. This is the future of northern housing. We're working with government agencies, Indigenous communities, and housing authorities to bring this technology to scale, delivering thousands of homes across Canada's north. For 15 years, I've worked to develop this technology. Now it's proven, validated, and ready for deployment. Together, we can end Canada's northern housing crisis, not in decades, but in years. Because everyone deserves a warm, safe home, no matter where they live. InnoBuilt CA, AI-driven modular construction for climate-resilient housing. Interested in partnering with InnoBuilt? Contact us for pilot projects, manufacturing partnerships, or investment opportunities. www.innobuilt.tech. Hello at innobuilt.tech.